welcome back to my channel. Today, Jim and I have a very big surprise and secret that we want to share with you guys. There has been something that we have been
hiding for about a month
and we're really just so blessed and so excited to share with you guys. Jim and I have decided that
we're gonna adopt
from China. We are going to be adopting a little boy from China. We haven't officially formally started the process yet, and we do plan on taking y'all with us through the journey and all of the steps along the way. Ricky's obviously
excited about it.
Very excited. Are you excited? You're going to get a baby? Yeah.
That's another cute thing. It'll be a baby boy is what we're going after.
You know, it's one of those things when it comes to like gender, like obviously we would aim for a boy, but if something happened and you know what I mean?
We'll see.
Yes, we just have to pray about it and just kind of wait and see what God puts in front of us. But it's been something that's been really, really passionate and deep in my heart for a long, long time before I ever had children. It's something I've always wanted to do. We have talked about this for a really long time. I mean, since right when we met is a topic that we discussed.
Yeah, we always thought about the possibility.
And for the longest time, Jim it wasn't right in his heart, you know, it wasn't something that he was 100% ready for. And recently, a couple months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, I had brought up the idea, and I didn't expect anything of it, and he told me, he's like, I don't know, I really would love to have another biological. And the next day I brought it up one more time, and he paused, he really waited and paused. And later that day, he said that he was interested in learning more. So obviously me, I'm like, yes! And I got as much as we could, and then a couple days later, he told me that he's 100% ready, and he's really excited and, you know, excited for this journey. And that's really cool because it took him a long time to really get to this place, and I'm so excited to like open our hearts and see what the good Lord has in store for us, because this is like a big journey, it's a big adventure, it's, you know, we're very much delving into the unknown, and that is completely okay with us.
It'll be fun. We're kind of crazy anyway, so it'll be a fun adventure that we can say that we did. It'll be fun.
We're really looking forward to everything. We'll be telling you guys the details and everything. We did look into a lot of different places before we made a final formal decision. I was on the phone with social workers, I was on the phone with agencies, I was on the phone with domestic to adopt. I mean, so many different agencies I've talked to, and so many different people, and so many of my girlfriends and my family's friends that have adopted. And every time I spoke with someone, whether it would be agencies or friends or family members, everyone kept pointing me into one direction, and they kept pointing us to China. So
we looked at every possibility.
We looked at every possibility. We initially were really interested in
Africa.
Well, the United States and Africa were parts where our hearts were originally interested in.
Yep.
And for the United States, we would prefer a youngster about 2 or under, so that they can be almost similar ages, because it'll take, you know, a year and a half to a year to get this kiddo. It could even take 2 years to bring this baby home. And we're very aware of that, so we would prefer not to mess up like the linear age at this time. So when we talked in the United States and stuff like that, they were telling us that the wait was significant, long time. I kept calling different social workers through the welfare system and even through private adopting through the United States, just to kind of get a better feel, because I was like, there's no way that you can't get a youngster. I mean, that doesn't make sense. And they said that one of the main ways that you would do foster to adopt, and most cases for the foster to adopt, you'd have to do it several times until you would land a youngster that would be eventually being put up for adoption. And Jimmy knew immediately in his heart that that wasn't something that he could do. He couldn't deal with the heartbreak, and I don't blame him. I mean,
I'm a big softie. I think I would get too attached to a little one from like the day they were born to say 10 months, and then having to give that baby up to the birth mother, which is awesome that happens. But for me personally, I don't think I can handle that a couple times, 3 times, however many times it takes. So I think that's kind of why we settled on the whole China direction.
Right, and then we talked about the domestic adoption and possibly doing a newborn And I think when it push came to shove, it wasn't a matter of bringing a newborn home. It had so much more to do than just having someone super tiny. And we just, in our hearts, it's just something that we really want to be part of our story and to be part of our chapter. And we're really looking forward to this. Every single thing about it. So, like I said, we'll be filling you in on all of the details. And like he said, originally we were talking about Uganda and Ethiopia. Our hearts were really strong there. And that could be a great place for us to adopt after we adopt from China, because we were looking at potentially adopting twice. But right now, Uganda is having this new policy where you have to live in Uganda for an entire year before you can pick up your youngsters, and Ethiopia is closed right now for closed adoption for ethical reasons. So, we've decided, like I said, to go with China, and I'm so excited. I am so excited. So, thank you guys for being so patient and supportive, and we love you guys. And if anyone has gone through the adoption process and they have any advice or tips or just wants to connect to me through email, I would love that. My email is...
And like I said, if anyone has been through the adoption process and they just, they have some good advice or just, helpful hints, I would graciously appreciate it. We are officially going to start the process January 1st. We're going to start it then because China has a policy where you can only adopt if you are 30. So I will be 29 and a half in December. So by the time we get our youngster and we file for we get matched, I will be 30. So that is why we're going to wait for January 1st. And I'm so excited. Thank you guys for waiting for our news. And we love each and every one of you guys. And thank you so much for everything. And we can't wait to share the journey with you and just...
It's gonna be fun.
I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.